everyone. Welcome to Saturday Summaries, and I get to talk all about the books that I posted this week one more time because the next time you will be seeing me, it will be Monday, and there'll be a new book posted. So this was a crazy good week. Oh my God, the books that I get to read, I am so lucky. So let's start off on Monday. Kimberly Bell, The Marriage Lie. Oh my goodness, this book is so good. Okay, it's a thriller. It's another one of those domestic thrillers that I'm just loving right now. This story is about Iris and her husband Will, and they have the book opens where they have this like perfect little marriage, talking about having a baby, and then he has to do a business trip and he disappears. He gets on a plane and just disappears. And I'm not going to tell you any more than that. Okay, read the book. You will be so happy you did. I want to thank Kimberly for talking with me. She's so adorable, and get that book, guys. Next one, Tuesday, All Things Bright and Strange with James Marker. Okay. Oh my God. This was such a good book. James and I had such a great conversation about it. Ellsworth Newberry, World War I vet. He's about to off himself. First chapter, okay? He doesn't. He has a neighbor that comes over and kind of saves him, per se, and he discovers this small chapel in Belhaven Woods it has this floor called the Healing Floor, and people in the town start going there because they realize if they go to this chapel that they can talk to their loved ones who've passed away. And, you know, we have a great conversation about this because I had a lot to say, you know. It would be very addicting, and the townspeople do become addicting, but, you know, just like every good thing, there's some bad things. So anyway, thank you, James. Thank you for the conversation. Thank you that I get to read this book. Thank you for writing the book. Anyway, moving on, Wednesday, The Last Suppers with Mandy Mikulenchek. I keep getting it wrong and then I get it right. So anyway, thank you, Mandy. This Ginny Polk, okay? She is a cook at a prison with death row inmates in Louisiana, and she starts cooking the last suppers for these inmates. But then it becomes way more involved. She gets involved with the families. She goes to hunt down recipes, and her story is so amazing. I love this book so much, and Mandy and I had a great talk. So anyway, if you have a chance, go watch the video. And I just want to thank Mandy, and I'm so happy you wrote this book. And then on Thursday, Richie Unterberger, Won't Get Fooled Again, The Who. I love Richie. Richie is my rock and roll guy, okay? He exposes me to all kinds of stuff. But, you know, if you think, I don't need to read a book about The Who, because this covers a really specific point in their career in the beginning of the 70s. And, you know, right after Tommy, it talks about what they're going to do again. What do you got to do? How do you top Tommy? Okay? So this book really gets into it. And I love the stories, and you know, him and I talked for so long, and it was almost an hour, but I had to cut it down because we actually talked for like an hour and a half, and I was like, this is ridiculous. Nobody's going to want to hear me talk this long about The Who, but I had so many questions, and I learned so much. Just want to thank Richie. Richie and I are going to talk again. We're going to keep talking. We're going to go through all his books. I have him almost convinced of that. Anyway, we're going to be talking really soon about the 60s, so I can't wait for that. Now I'm going to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek to my giveaways. I do, my daughter does Instagram book giveaways on Sundays, okay? And I'm going to do an Instagram live on Sunday morning to tell you all about the books that I'm going to give away. But every week I've been trying to read a book that's on the top 10 New York Times bestseller list, because I like to keep up on what is really out there. And plus I see on Instagram all these people talking about these books, and I want to read them. I'm reading so many books, but I also want to keep current on some books. And so I want to show you the book I'm giving away this week. Ready? Yes. I'm giving this away. And you guys cannot appreciate how awesome this book cover is, okay? Because the gold is just, look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. I mean, What a crazy book. Okay, so I like to read these because I'm like, what is everybody talking about? Is this a good book? Will I like it? That is so funny because this book, anything that you're thinking about how awesome it could be that Oprah likes it and Oprah picked it, this is the first book she picked for 2018, okay? And there's no wondering why she did, because this is a crazy good book. I loved this book. And you know what? It's not that long, okay? It's a pretty quick read for me, I have to say. But I'm just looking at my notes because Terari Jones, I'd never heard of her before. Okay, and she has written, this is her 4th book. So I wanted to see, like, you know, why didn't I ever hear of her? And then I saw some of the titles and I was like, yeah, they sound kind of familiar. So, but this book came out February 6th. Okay. I'm sure her life is turning upside down having Oprah pick this. And so I just wanted to tell you guys that this is going to be given away, and I can't wait. You guys have been loving this book, and I know there are people out here who want this book, and I just want to show that. I mean, look at that. It's just beautiful. Okay. So anyway, that's a little preview of what you will see on Sunday morning live on Instagram. I will have my link underneath here. Go there. I'm going to be giving away at least 5 books. I think at least. I'm going to try to keep it to 5. I think giving away 6 books just makes my post office run crazy, okay? I gave away 2 books last week to women in Pakistan, okay? And I have to thank Amazon for that because I don't have to mail it. I can just order it, and it's in Pakistan. And I am so happy about that. I was like, 2 people in Pakistan that are watching my live broadcast on Instagram. I'm very, very fortunate. I am so blessed. I got to read, let's see, they weren't all thrillers, but The Marriage Lie definitely is a thriller. All Things Bright and Strange. It isn't a thriller, it's just a really good novel. Same with The Last Supper. It's not really a thriller, just a really good story. And, you know, Richie, just history. I mean, rock and roll history. Talking to a girl who, you know, grew up in the 70s, 60s and 70s. So I love nothing better than to talk about rock and roll. So anyway, I want to thank all of my authors. If you enjoy these videos, please hit like. If you'd like to get updates on all my videos, please hit subscribe. Thank you, everyone.